Have you ever wondered why taking on hard things feels like an uphill battle? I am Adiolu Morawo, a neurologist and a neuroscience nerd, and I'm here to share with you a little secret about your brain. A secret that shows how tackling challenges isn't just about willpower, but about rewiring our very neurons. First, we need to know that hard things are important. Virtually nothing significant and lasting comes easy. In fact, my favorite author, John C. Maxwell, says it this way: everything worthwhile is uphill, all the way. So how can an understanding of neuroscience help us to make hard things more routine? Now, imagine your brain as a bustling international airport. At its heart is the control tower, your prefrontal cortex. This is the area that oversees every critical decision, planning, and impulse. Now, when we face a difficult task, this area lights up. Yet, it also faces a constant tug of war with our brain's reward center, which craves the quick, easy thrills of comfort. And that's why we sometimes choose the couch over a challenging project, or we find ourselves doom scrolling on our phones through social media 30 minutes after we try to look up something important on the internet. But here is the exciting part. Every time you choose to do something hard, whether it's learning a new skill, exercising, or even having a tough conversation, your brain builds new connections. These neural pathways are like well-trodden trails that make the journey a little easier next time. Neuroscience tells us that this process is driven by dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. Now, while dopamine is famous for celebrating reward, it also rewards the effort itself. So every moment you push through that initial discomfort, your brain gives you a little high five, encouraging you to keep going. The obstacle to this, of course, is the initial discomfort that we feel when approaching or doing something hard. Here is one practical method to help your brain push past that initial discomfort. It involves tricking your brain. It's called the Pomodoro method. And here is how it works. You set a timer for 25 minutes and commit to focusing on just one task during that time. No distractions, no multitasking, just pure focused effort. When the timer goes off, you take a 5 minutes break, allowing your brain to rest and recharge. After completing 4 cycles, you reward yourself with a longer break, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. So instead of focusing on completing a difficult task, you have actually tricked your brain into getting through a 25-minute time block and receiving a reward. In practice, what tends to happen is within one of those 25-minute time chunks, you may enter a state known as the flow state. This is a state of deep focus where you are fully immersed in the task at hand. Now, in the flow state, there is increased synchronization between different brain networks. There is increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for executive function, attention, and planning. There is decreased activity in the posterior cingulate cortex, the area involved with self-criticism. The brain is flooded with dopamine, and there is release of multiple neurochemicals involved with arousal and focus. In short, you are in the zone. So next time you're staring down a hard task, remember, you're not fighting against yourself. You're simply training your brain step by step, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the neuroscience of doing hard things. Until next time, keep pushing those boundaries. Your brain will thank you for it.